Hello everyone, my name is Jiaxian from Biomedical Science Cohort BN122, and today I'll be reviewing the book available on Access Pharmacy, the McGraw-Hill NAPLEX Review Guide. So NAPLEX actually stands for North American Pharmacist Licensure Examinations. I would say it's similar to the Malaysian Pharmacist Board Examinations, so which is the exam you take to be a qualified pharmacist to practice pharmacy in Malaysia. And for as a biomedical science student, we only have general pharmacology and we don't become pharmacists. So this book is not very relevant to us. But let's as a librarian, I think I can still review the book. And I really think this book is very helpful for our pharmacist friends that are preparing for the board of the pharmacy board examinations. So let's see why I like about this book. So the book actually covers a lot of the topics that might be tested in the examinations. So the chapters of the book are covered by parts, and the parts are actually related to the organs or the systems in particular. So let's go at part 1 and see for cardiovascular disorders. So part 1 is covering chapters about cardiovascular disorders, and you can see chapter 1 is about chronic heart failure, chapter 2 is acute compensation heart failure, chapter 3 is hypertension, followed by acute coronary syndromes, dyslipidemia, stroke, anticoagulation, venous thromboembolisms, peripheral arterial diseases, and arrhythmias. So it's by chapter and by different diseases. So let's look at chronic heart failures. So it's taking a while to load. So chapter 1, chronic heart failure. So you see start off with overview. You can listen to it if you want to, like a podcast. So give you a brief overview about foundation of particular diseases. So I would say it's the pathophysiology and etiology. It is related to biomedical science. We learn that as well. It give you some illustrations, a good summary for you. I can download slide. So if you're doing PBLs related to pathophysiology, you can always download the slides. It will give you some clinical presentation as well and diagnosis. So this diagnosis part, I think is also quite useful for biomedical science students and medicine students. Well, we are not taking the exam, but it's good to know as well. And the next one is, I think the most important part for pharmacy is the treatment. Right, so we'll give you the table for the dosing. You can view the table. And basically, it's very important for the pharmacists to learn from here to know that what kind of treatments they have and what kind of treatments or considerations before they give the treatment to the patients. So let's view this table for fun. Why not? You see, you have ACE inhibitors, captopril, enalapril, and the initial dose and maximum dose, and how to monitor the drug. So it's very effective for revisions and preparation for examinations. And I think the other part I like about this book is actually, let's go back to the main page, right? Okay, you can see there's chapters, the figures, and the tables. You can download it as PDF. And the one part I really like about this book is actually the review questions. Yes, you can do your review questions in this book. So when you go to the main page of this book, there's a button here that says go to review questions. You can go to review questions and you can even customize the questions. So in some sense, it's very similar to MBOS for medical students. You can do your quiz, you can test your ability, your pharmaceutical abilities, I would say. Again, there's also flashcards. You can use it to remember things. So it's very nice. So in conclusion, I would say it's very helpful for revisions, especially for our pharmacy students. Again, it's not that relevant for other courses, but I think medical and also biomedical science students can still refer to this book from time to time because we still do learn a bit of, basic pharmacology Again, this book have etiologies and also the pathophysiology, very brief pathophysiology, which is also helpful for medical and biomedical science students, and also the treatment, which is I think is quite helpful for medical students because they have to learn about the treatment. So overall, I would recommend this book to pharmacy students definitely, and maybe medical students and biomedical science students if they want to learn more in depth about treatment. So it's not, I think it's not the core point for our modules or our our courses. So overall, it's a very nice book and it's good for pharmacy students, especially for doing their revisions. So yeah, I think that's all from me about the McGraw-Hill NAPLEX review guide. And again, it's good for pharmacy students. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.